Today's episode of the Natural Habitat Podcast is dedicated to Gavin Gallagher. He was a good friend of mine. He unfortunately passed away today of a drug overdose. He's the reason why I am clean from hard drugs and only do natural things now. And, he helped me out when I was in a time of need, in a pivotal moment in my life, pushed me in the right direction, and unfortunately had his own demons and battles. And there's no easy way to do this, all right? There's no easy way to say it. I had this episode pre-recorded, all right? And I've been dealing with this all day. I got the news earlier today, and I didn't even really think about how this episode was coming out tomorrow. And I still had to record ads for it. And I've been sitting here in front of this microphone for the last 20 minutes, just taking dabs. And, I decided, instead of doing my commercial spiel and putting out my podcast, because, Gavin passed. He was a friend of mine. He was one of the most amazing people that I've ever met. I'd say the most amazing person. He was a beautiful soul, and there's nobody like him at all. I can't think of anyone that I've ever met that compares to Gavin. He was easily the greatest person I've ever met. And people say that when people pass, they're always, right after you die, you're the shit. And everybody's always talking about how cool you were, and everybody wants to be like, oh, I was his best friend, and we had this moment and that moment. And, Gavin really was that amazing guy that people pretend that their shitty friends are when they pass. But Gavin really was that. And, I decided to do a little piece about my friend instead of a piece about one of our sponsors or whatever, because, I can't just forget about this and not release this show and, just sulk in the corner forever, because life has to continue. Life goes on, and you need to pick up the pieces and do what you can. And I'll always remember Gavin, and we will do, everything that we do is in his memory, and for the positivity that he held inside of him is what we are trying to radiate here at the show. We never really knew it until now, but that's kind of, it's equal to the same thing. We try to push out the same feeling, the same positive, energy that he had. And I really just, wanted to take this time. Anybody that knew Gavin knows what I'm talking about, knows how important he was. And, we had this episode pre-recorded. I decided to be a professional and put it out, but I decided to not be too professional and have this little spiel about my friend. So I love you, buddy, and I'm going to miss you. You're out in the universe now, back in the mix. So maybe we'll see you again. I don't know, but this one's for Gavin.
The Natural Habitat Podcast. The Natural Habitat Podcast. The Natural Habitat Podcast.
Bitch, what if we did an episode where we just talked Pig Latin the whole time? Do you think we could pull it off?
No.
Can you even talk Pig Latin?
No.
Like fluently?
Yeah, I'm sure I could, but...
No? Is it no or yes?
No.
That's what I thought.
Yes.
All right, well, let's jump into it. Welcome to the Natural Habitat Podcast, everybody. My name's Mikey Booyah.
My name is Unfortunate.
And you are the opposite of my friend Unfortunate. You are very fortunate to be here on another episode of the Natural Habitat Podcast, where we are here to do a throwback, and you know what that means. I know what that means. That means we're playing Guess That Theme Song. Not yet.
What?
Not yet. I almost started it. I almost played the theme song.
Damn it.
I really just want to play the theme song. That's all I want to do.
Yeah, me too.
I asked Awesome Ty, I was like, hey man, do you think you could throw together like a little theme song for our thing that we do? It's called Guess That Theme Song. And he was like, let me see what I could do for you. And sent this back in 2 minutes. Like he had already recorded it. I don't know what it was. He said that he didn't, but I think he had it recorded. And it was.
I think he been sneaking in the time machine without telling us.
Is that what happened?
Probably, because how would he have it ready already?
Because the other night I came here and I walk into the studio and Ty's here, just standing in the dark in the middle of the room. And I'm like, Ty.
So weird.
I'm like, Ty, what are you doing here, man? And he said, he paused for about 12 seconds and he said, cleaning. And I was like, sounds good, man, because I don't ever clean here. You know what I mean? There's shit all over the place. So I was like, cool. And then I left. And now that I think about it, it wasn't very clean when I came back. So I don't know what he's been doing in here.
He's been creeping.
As long as he doesn't, turn into a fucking cronut.
Or leave us some dabs next time or something.
Like a reverse Santa Claus kind of situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Leave some dabs out. That's
Yep,
nice.
do it.
Yeah,
Do it.
because I only got one.
What?
I got one dab.
Oh.
But we're not here to cry about me and my life. We're here to talk about old school game shows and pretty much game shows and the like, because it's a whole genre of theme songs that we didn't even break into until we thought about it recently, and we were like, we should fucking do game shows, because there's so much crazy shit that has happened in the game show world.
Yeah.
You know, from Bob Barker's sexual harassment cases back in like the 70s to Ken Jennings' recent streak on Jeopardy that pissed Alex Trebek off and how relieved he was when he finally lost. And, there's just all these moments that are TV gold. You know what I mean? Just sitting there watching a game show. It's almost like you're trying to guess along with the answers, but you're also turning your brain off. You know what I mean?
So like it's addicting, right? Like it's one of those type of shows where like you're interacting with, so whenever it comes on, you're just like glued.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're stuck.
So what was your go-to bong load and a game show? What would it be?
I don't know. Fucking Legends of the Hidden Temple, grown-up edition.
Legends of the Hidden Temple? Grown-up edition? Where all the girls
How cool
are naked?
would it be to go back now and do all that shit?
Dude, that'd be so dope.
Yeah.
It's like...
Probably couldn't even do it.
That's probably the only, and I stress, only good thing about having children is that you can go and sign up for game shows like that, where it's like a family game show. Like Double Dare was like family, you know what I mean? And the whole Nickelodeon, string of shows were great. My personal favorite game show of all time is The Price is Right.
Yeah, that's a really dope one.
It's just because I grew up on it. I grew up watching that shit.
Everybody did.
Yeah.
It's been around for so long. Everybody loves that shit.
And it's 6 days a week.
Yep.
New episode every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Price is Right is the shit.
And Family Feud was another one that when I grew up and got older, Family Feud, through my 20s, my early and mid 20s, it was just getting high and watching Family Feud in the morning.
Nice.
And all the different hosts that it went through. There was all kinds of like rapey kiss situations that would happen with the old guy, fucking Richard Dawson or whatever his name was.
Yeah.
He would fucking kiss everybody. That was always fun.
Yeah. That's cool. It was a different era, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like people did different shit.
And now I think it's still Steve Harvey that's hosting Family Feud. I'm not positive.
I think it was like wait. Is it Steve Harvey?
Yeah, the current host of Family Feud, I'm pretty sure is Steve Harvey.
Huh.
I don't know. You can Google it and see, but it was Richard Dawson. He might not have been the first one, but he was definitely one of the early ones, maybe the second one. And then it wasn't it Louis Armstrong? Wasn't he a host of Family Feud?
Probably.
All right, I got to get to the bottom of this shit because there's been like a whole fucking list of Family Feud hosts, And I'll watch them from... Okay.
All right, let's see.
We got Richard Dawson. Why won't it just fucking... Why won't it give it to me? It has to give it to me in a giant fucking, like paragraph that I have to read through instead of just giving me bullet points and saying the host names. You know what I mean?
Yeah, step your shit up, Wiki, you fucks.
So Richard Dawson was the first host. He was one of the rapiest ones ever. And he would always try to kiss everybody, would always constantly be talking about people's wives and shit.
Maybe that was his thing. Maybe he was a fucking MILF hunter.
Maybe. And then Ray Combs took over for Dawson. And I don't know who that is at all. Then we have Louis Anderson. He was very fat, very unhealthy, and hosting it up on Family Feud. Let's see. Richard Karn was then the host, and he was the guy with the white hair. I don't know. Oh wait, no. Richard Karn is Al from Tool Time. And then Steve Harvey. And Joey Fatone was the voice, the new voice.
Nice.
So Steve Harvey, I believe, is the current host, but Ruben Everin has taken over the voice and Joey Fatone no longer works there. I'm glad that we got this all out of the way and taken care of. I'm sure it was a lot of fun to listen to.
Cool fact, bro.
Yeah, I had to look. It was gonna bug me if I didn't talk about it. All right, I had to get through the hosts, but definitely, I'm gonna say Al was the best out of all of them.
Popular '90s game shows. Go.
Popular '90s game shows.
Yeah.
Shit, I don't even know. See, what comes in my head when I think like newer shit is like Chain Reaction, stuff like that. But did that start in the 90s? Stuff that's on Game Show Network, you know what I mean?
I don't know. A lot of them might have started.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Earlier in like the 80s. That for sure was in the 90s.
Yeah, that's a 90s one. I know that. Let's see. 1999 was the first $1 million winner. The guy's name was John Carpenter. He was not the famous movie director, but just a guy named John Carpenter. He didn't use any of his lifelines, and his phone a friend was spent calling his parents to tell them that he was gonna win. So for his last question, he used his phone a friend, but instead of asking them the answer, he was like, "Hey, I know the answer, so I'm gonna win. Just letting you guys know." and
that's a boss ass move.
Yep. And then he was an IRS collection agent, so he knew what to do with his money and what he could and couldn't do. And he parlayed his fame into television appearances, and he wrote a book about trivia.
Must be nice.
Right? So he just took that $1 million check and turned it into fucking like $7 million. And it's just coasting it.
Cruising, buddy, cruising.
Then we had the Newlywed Game for a long time. That's a classic. One of the originals. That's like Hollywood Squares and fucking all the old school shit.
Yeah.
And the Newlywed Game was it was pretty much sexual innuendos constantly. Everything was just like making whoopee and all the shit. And
good times.
There was one woman in particular in 1976 that was asked the question, where is the weirdest place that you girls have ever gotten the urge to make whoopee? And this girl's answer was, I don't know, in the ass. not what he meant by the question.
Perfect answer, though.
Yeah, and it was cool because it shows that it showed that in 1976 this woman was pretty much just the same as how we are now. You know what I mean? That's what we would say. There's really no difference. And it's funny, like these family friendly shows and like it's all, you know, the crowd's full of families. Everyone watching is families at home. And there's some pretty racy shit that happens, especially on that one. But there was a nip slip that happened on The Price is Right that went out live and fucking just titties all over TVs all over America. There was a crackhead on Wheel of Fortune that jumped around all crazy, and they had to keep that. There was a serial killer on The Dating Game. Did you hear about that?
No.
So
that makes sense.
Yeah. So
that would be the game show to go to, right? If you were a serial killer.
I know.
For real, he's like,
they just set you up with 3 potential victims.
Yeah.
So what happened was, The Dating Game was a place where celebrities would go when they were like starting their careers. You know what I mean? A lot of people before they were famous were on The Dating Game. Michael Jackson, Steve Martin, Farrah Fawcett, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Before he was famous, he's been famous since he was 5 years old.
Yeah, you're right. So Michael Jackson was on. Okay, he doesn't count, but he was on The Dating Game as a famous person, and it was to boost their careers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
stay relevant, like all the fucking TMZ headlines and shit that you know.
Yep. But there was this one guy, Rodney James Alcala, who appeared in the midst of a murder spree that he was committing in September of 1978. So this fool had already killed people and went on The Dating Game. He was eerily charming and was chosen by a bachelorette to go on a whirlwind day of tennis lessons and amusement park rides.
Do we have videos?
Sounds amazing. No, the video's been removed from YouTube.
What the fuck?
But I might be able to find it.
Yeah, I want that shit.
And then it says, luckily the date never occurred because Cheryl Bradshaw refused to go with the self-described successful photographer because she found him too creepy. So she knew, and she was like, you know what? This guy's too creepy. I'm not going to go out with him. And she fucking saved her life.
Yeah.
That decision saved her life. So sometimes when you think people are creepy, you should listen and get away.
We're about to lose a lot of listeners.
Mm-hmm. Not all, well, no. I mean, we're not going to attack them. We can't even reach them.
Well, on that note, let's go to a smoke sesh.
Let's do it.
I got a cool smoking song.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Well, I have this dab right here that I've been saving for this smoke sesh and this game of Guess That Theme Song that you are going to lose, my friend. Did you know that?
I have a feeling.
A lot of people don't know that a lot of game shows are scripted and, you know, people know the answers beforehand. The prizes aren't really given to them. And that's kind of how it goes here. We're sent out memos about who's going to win Guess That Theme Song, and I'm winning today. So I don't know if you got that memo or not.
I didn't get it for sure. And I think we're both going to lose because this is going to be the hardest one we played yet. Because I honestly don't think like most people watch game shows enough to really like let it resonate. You know what I mean? Like I've been listening to a lot of these theme songs this morning and I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah. And it's like I have the name I have the name of the show and the title sequence playing in front of my face and I'm like, I still barely know what it is.
Yeah, it's going to be a hard one for sure. It's so funny.
Yeah. All right. Some good news that I have is that we have a website that is in the works and will be unveiled shortly. I'd say within the next week or so. And we're going to have a photo gallery for our NHP smoke sesh. So
all you chickens want to smoke on the internet.
Yeah, you could send the picture to us. We'll post it anonymously on our website, and then you don't have to worry about it being linked to your social media or anything like that. And we can get a big collection going of all of us smoking together. So
yeah, who does that?
Who
gives the people a section on their website to post smoking pictures? Nobody does that.
Yeah, we do. That's a section for you. For you to post your shit and what you're up to.
Come smoke with us. Fuckers. All right, ready?
Yep. Everybody flick your bics, snap your pics, hashtag them NHP Smoke Sesh, and we can all blaze together.
enough.
Is that the one that's like fucking 100 hours of Jeopardy music?
Oh no.
There's a YouTube video that does that. So, do you remember Ken Jennings?
Yes.
And he was all over the place, all over the news. He won Jeopardy. I want to say it was 74 times this fool won Jeopardy.
So funny.
In a row. Just fucking was dominating, making millions of dollars. And I remember how pissed off Alex Trebek got after a while. And like, they made fun of it on, I want to say it was like Saturday Night Live or like some sort of sketch show like that. It might have been back when Mad TV was around.
Mm-hmm.
But they totally made fun of it and had like someone playing Alex Trebek and someone playing Ken Jennings and like all this shit. And I remember seeing it like side by side. There was a video where they showed the sketch and then they showed like clips from Jeopardy that actually happened. And I remember one time Ken like hit his buzzer and Alex like pretended not to hear it and pretended not to see his light around his podium and was just like, anybody want to chime in? And like he had already chimed in, obviously. And he was like, okay, Ken, what do we have? And fucking when the lady beat him after his 74th or 75th appearance, just the way that he said it was funny. Like, I was watching it this morning and Alex goes, he said to the woman, he was like, you wrote down your answer pretty fast, so you seem pretty confident. I really hope it's right. And it's like, come on, man. Like, don't be playing favorites like that. He just hated Ken so much. He wanted him gone, and he finally got it.
Yeah. Did you know he was a local?
Yeah, I did. And
he's got like a horse ranch out there and shit.
Who,
Ken Trebek.
Yeah, I used to work there. I didn't tell you the story?
Mm-mm.
God. There's a story on one of the old podcasts. I want to say it was me and Bill, but I worked there and I was given some horse tranquilizers by some of the guys that worked there. And the head guy from the ranch came down, found out that the horse tranquilizers were like taken and that the medicine cabinet was broken into. They blamed it on me because I was new, and I got yelled at by Alex Trebek while I was high on horse tranquilizers, and that was the only time I ever met him. I worked at his farm because my grandma knew him.
Sorry. Damn, that's so funny.
Yeah, it was nuts.
What dicks to do that.
I know.
Sure, and then, you know what I'm saying? How are they going to blame me for it?
Yeah, but, they were, how do I
back, you dick.
How do I put this delicately? They were blonde people.
Oh.
I don't know what that means. I don't know who I'm supposed to be dissing here. But yeah, man, it was crazy. And fucking, could you imagine winning Jeopardy 74 times?
No. I couldn't imagine wanting to be on it 74 times.
Yeah, it's like
probably cool, but
I want to go home, you know what I mean? Like
yeah, you gotta like live there, work there every day. I mean, like, was he like getting W-2s and shit, or like filing taxes for working there?
Right, clocking in every day?
For sure, he had to be on the clock, because how else can you like let go of your life,
right?
Not pay your bills and shit, not do anything. You're just like,
and it's like I might
sorry, boss, I'm going to Jeopardy for a fucking couple months.
Right? Yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back and fucking, because you figure it was 75 shows that he did, and it was only Monday through Friday. It wasn't on Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
So you're probably looking at 4 months, probably close to 5 months, somewhere in between there, that he was just in Hollywood, living like Hollywood kid. And it's like for 4 months of your life to do Jeopardy every day and to stress out, like it was a lot of stress to like fucking, prepare and like go in there every day.
Not really.
And all this
He's
shit.
like a fucking savant, right? Like he didn't even have to prepare. He knew all the answers. He knew them.
Yeah, he's some sort of fucking brain ninja.
Yeah,
and
he's like got a photographic memory, or like he's something like.
But he only
cheater.
He only won $2.5 million.
That's a lot of money for free.
It is. No, I'm not saying that it's not, but it's like.
I mean, yeah, hey, so that's a good incentive, right? Like, if you were a smart motherfucker like him, you're like, okay, I'll give up the job to go play fucking.
Yeah. Make $2.5 million.
Yeah, I'm gonna win this motherfucker. I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? $2.5 million.
Yep.
Sweet.
It's over.
He ain't making that much money at work in that amount of time.
Yeah, well, I don't know what he did. Maybe he is.
Maybe he went back to work after, but
I don't know.
He's smart. Whatever. Take the $2.5 million and run.
Yep. And he was one of the only people to piss off Alex Trebek.
You know what the fucking taxes are like on that money? Fuck.
Yeah, that's another thing that people don't realize when it comes to like prizes that you win on shows is that you have to pay taxes for this shit. Yeah. So that was one of the biggest things that, I mean, I know this isn't a game show, but it helps put it in perspective that when Oprah did that famous thing where everybody got a car, you know what I mean? Look under your seat. Here's your keys. Everybody gets a brand new car, and everybody's all fucking jumping and screaming. Well, everybody that got a car had to pay like $2,700 in tax for the car and had to get it registered and all that shit. And like, so if you didn't have, you know, $2,800, then you're not going to get the car. You have to pay the tax to get the car.
I don't know how that works.
And it was like
when shit is gifted to you. I don't think you have to pay shit when it's given to you.
No, people, because there was someone that got interviewed that was in the audience that they took the car and they were like, if you don't have the money, that's fine. Like, we'll bill you. And then they got the bill for the tax and they were like, what the fuck? And then they like didn't pay it. And then it ended up gaining interest and it turned into this big old thing and they were all pissed off about it. So, you know, even in that case, when it was gifted, you still have to pay taxes for it. And I found out that on shows,
it's weird because it's a thing and not a fucking money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it should. I get like taxing money given to you, but
yeah,
I mean, like,
it's weird.
A fucking physical item, like.
But it also.
What if you have a rich fucking grandma who gives you their house? Or like,
see, but if that
I mean? Like,
if that happens, there's no advertising or companies or audience involved. You know what I mean? It's just you and your grandma. Just you and your rich grandma.
Yeah, well, Oprah's my rich grandma. She just gave me a car.
No, but you know what I'm saying.
Tell that bitch to pay the tax.
Because of advertising and all of this shit that is in play while this stuff was given, then it becomes something else. So,
yeah.
You know, and I found out that The Price is Right has like 50 cars on the CBS Television City lot that are chilling, just ready to fucking come out and be in the showcase. And what happens is if you win a car, then you don't get the car that day. What they do is they set it up at a dealership near your house for them to pay for the car and you go and pick it up. So you will go and pick up the car like later on when you get back home, and that car that was on the show goes back to the lot and then eventually back to the dealership, and they cycle out cars all the time. And that car just gets sold to somebody who never knew that their car was on The Price is Right. So if you have a car that was made in the past 30 years that you bought new, it may have been on The Price is Right showroom floor. You never know. You know what I mean?
Fact, yeah.
They give away, you know, fucking sports cars all the way down to Toyotas. So
I think we should just go ahead and say that ours were on.
Yeah, mine definitely was. I could see,
and ours was too, for sure.
Yeah, I could see my car on the showroom floor glistening.
I remember when that person from Arkansas won it.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Yep.
That's so weird, man. Life is crazy. Small world.
Arkansas.
Small world. Okay. I have a good idea. Let's do this.
Full House, Seinfeld, Blossom Wings, Hey Dude, Twin Peaks, Dawson's Creek. Wait, was it Sequence DSV or was it P&P? Complete the theme.
It's time to play guess the theme song.
Cheers!
But first we'll play guess the theme song.
Sinbad!
And when you play guess the theme song, your
Step
TV
by
theme
step.
song game SP100.
The American Gladiators! Ciao!
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Why not? You don't like it?
No.
You don't?
No.
All right, everybody. This is what happened for people that weren't here because it was just me and Joey. What happened was I paused it. I paused.
No, you don't pause it.
I paused it, and Joey did not like it.
We don't pause it. We don't pause things around here.
You know what? I realized that I can't pause it because if we're recording video, it'll throw the video off.
Huh.
So I won't pause it anymore. I'm sorry if I scared you. All right. I didn't mean to do that. That's not what we do here.
All right. Just for that, I'm going first.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
All right. Well, this is a little game that we play here called Guess That Theme Song. And what it is we'll go back and forth playing theme songs to each other. We'll try to guess what show it's from. And you get to play along at home. If you get every single theme song correct, then you get a payout of $50,000 cash. All right? That's cash. American cash. So it's the honor system. You just let us know. If you got them all right the first time and you didn't get any wrong answers and you didn't have to double guess and rewind it and guess again, then let us know. Hit us up. And $50,000 will be given to you eventually by somebody, even if it's compiled one by one in $500 increments from your workplace. $50,000 is coming if you do it. So, Joey, you're going first. You're going to try to stump me with this theme song. Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
I don't think that you have what it takes. So let's see what you got. And I will instantly tell you the name of the show and stump you with one of mine.
Okay.
That's how the game goes for people that don't know.
You ready?
I am. All right. Shit. That theme song was for the game show entitled Password Plus. Was it Password?
Nope.
What was it?
American Gladiators.
Oh, really? Man, that was a sweet American theme song, too. I should have known that. God damn it. All right. Let's see if you can get this one.
All right. Is it The Price is Right?
Nope, that was Family Feud, my friend.
Oh, it is.
They're close. Similar. They're similar.
Very similar.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, we're 0-0 right now.
Huh.
Let's see what you got, son.
Okay. Let's see.
All right. Hollywood Squares.
Nope.
No, I had confidence. That's all that matters. What was it?
Wheel of Fortune.
Really? Huh. Weird. All right. Let's see if you can get this one. Shit. God. I shouldn't have let that happen.
That's not even a real thing.
It would have been good.
I know, but it's not even a real thing.
What do
That's
you-
cheating.
What do you mean it's not even a real thing? That's the Jeopardy theme from 1992 to 1997.
Bullshit.
That's a real thing.
Bullshit.
No, you go ahead and fucking call bullshit all you
That's
want.
like a 70s disco Jeopardy song. It sounds like a cartoon show. Actually.
That's what I was gonna. It sounds like an old school, like 80s kind of like action cartoon kung fu thing. Like something's about to blow up. You know what I mean? Like it's like a countdown. Got a timer going down, and a guy like sweating, and he's all like, and he's trying to like cut the wire, and then he like turns and he runs, and it's like slow motion, and he dives.
Space goes.
All right, let's see what you got.
All right. Are you Reggie?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you're ready.
I might not be.
Let's see if you know this one, son.
This is a tough one.
Oh! It was giving it away right there. Shit.
I don't know what that was.
You have no idea. That's your guess, right? No idea?
I have no idea.
Okay.
What is it? Nope. I still don't know. I still don't know what it is. What is it?
It's Wild and Crazy Kids.
See, I never watched
Wild and Crazy Kids.
Wild and Crazy Kids. I don't think I ever watched that once in my life. I don't know.
You never watched it once in your life?
I don't think so.
90s kid?
I
Are
don't-
you serious?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I was on NyQuil when that happened. Well, I'm just always afraid it's going to say the name of it.
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
That is Press Your Luck.
See? Stumped. Stumped, man. The shit's hard, bro.
I know. This is a tough one. I think
Fucking hard, Jay.
I think you got one and I got none.
Yeah, we're still going. Keeping it moving.
Whoops.
Oh. Damn it.
Whoops.
Let's see if you know this one.
All right. What do you got?
What would you do?
What the fuck was that?
Oh, it's so funny. That's what would you do on Nickelodeon? It said it in the.
It said it right in the beginning. I should have just said it. I should have just said, "What would you do?" I don't know why I didn't.
It's the same guy, the Mark guy or whatever his name is. That did the other
Mark
game
Summers.
shows. Yeah.
Mark fucking Summers. That guy was amazing.
What would you do?
Mark Summers was super dope, and he was on
He
like
was
all
on
the
everything.
shows. Yeah, and he just recently was like on something, on some stoner, some stoner thing.
Nice.
I don't remember what it was, but he popped up all old, and he was like, "Hey, I'm Mark Summers."
All right,
It was good.
your turn.
I got you. What do you got? No idea?
No, see, these are so hard. I have no fucking idea, but
That was the match game.
yeah, see, I'm sure. I'm
sure it
guarantee I've
was.
heard it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's so funny. It's like I've heard all these, but I have no fucking idea where they come from. It's like I never pay attention to that, right? Your mind is focused on something else with game shows. It's focused on like whatever the task is.
Yeah.
So like you
the
never
music
pay attention
almost
to
the music almost hits you subliminally.
it's
You
like a
know what I mean?
byproduct. Yeah, it's like not part of it really. It's
Yeah,
like
and it gets
fucking
you all
weird.
zombied out, and you're like,
It
watching
like
game
alerts
shows.
you that something's on,
Mhm.
something you want to play, but you can't quite figure it out until you see it.
Yep.
All right, you ready?
Yep. Hit me.
I'm gonna be smoking while I hit you with this. For all those out there who care.
Nobody does.
All right,
All right.
damn it.
All right. Kill it. That was.
It's like the coolest one ever,
That's the Price is Right.
for sure. That's the coolest one ever.
Mhm.
You know.
Damn right.
And if I was like a 50-year-old man, and like I'm all gray, but I'm still a player, like that would be my fucking walk around music. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was walking around in everyday life, please believe that if I got a headset on or like wireless fucking earbuds or some shit, it's gonna be bumping that shit out. That's my theme song when I'm walking down the street.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, I can't hear you bitches. Oh, I'm sorry. What'd you say? What was that? What'd you say?
Oh yeah, I was just trying to say. I'm just
I
trying.
don't care. I'm just walking down the street. I'm just happy. I'm like smoking a blunt, maybe
Maybe.
some
Maybe.
kind of dab blunt.
No,
You know
no.
what I mean? I don't know.
Who knows what it'll be like?
The future is bright. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And when you walk with a theme song like that, you're just like on top of the
You
world.
can't
You're
lose.
like, yeah, you're like the new old man Matthew McConaughey or something.
Okay.
Like, all right.
The new old man Matthew McConaughey. That could be you,
Yeah, one day.
but it can't be you, listener, because it's gonna be Joey. So
With my own theme song.
find your own thing.
Yeah.
All right, I got one last one for you because
Bump it.
we're
Bump,
tied
bump,
right now.
Bump it.
We're 1-1.
1-1.
If you get this one, then you win, and if you don't, then it's a tie.
I don't know what it is. Maybe what is it, like Hollywood Squares or some shit? I don't know.
No, that was the Gong Show. We never played
Oh,
Hollywood
yeah,
Squares
that's a good one.
for some reason.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You know what? Just
Check it out.
all right,
You ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
What do you got? Lay it on me. All right.
Feeling like Eric Foreman and shit.
Was that Hollywood Squares?
Nope.
No, it's not, because this is.
It's Let's Make a Deal.
That's just like that old 70s.
Yeah.
That old swingy twangy
Dope shit.
Mm-hmm.
What's this?
Oh, that sounds so familiar.
What?
That sounds so familiar.
I know, right? It's the beginning. The beginning is the giveaway. The beginning is the dead giveaway.
What is it? The Newlywed Game?
It's the Newlywed Game.
Really?
Yep.
Did I really get it right?
Yep.
No way. I fucking won. That was
Word
the
up,
tiebreaker. Woo! One chicken dinner.
Woo!
All right. Fucking, man. That was a fucking hard one, dude.
Hardest game we played yet.
Oh my fucking God, Jay.
Oh my fucking God.
It was
Jay.
like a baby whale.
Yeah, it was like something.
It was. And,
It was a fucking not an easy one, that's for sure.
yeah, they were all just pretty much the same and just all ran into each other. None of them had words except for like
all
two.
equally awesome though, I want to
Yeah.
add. You know what I'm saying? Like they were all really cool. Shout out to whoever made them.
It's because I think what made it so hard is that theme show music is like its own genre.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. So and it's like a mix of other things, you know what I mean? But having its own vibe at the same time, and like they're all like purpose driven, and like get to like a little short point and shit. And
Yeah,
I don't know. They're all dope though. I really like this one. I'm like impressed by how hard it was.
right?
You know what I mean? Like I feel like we could stump anybody with these songs.
Fuck
you know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
it was tough. What we have to do, like a live. We could live broadcast on YouTube, or now that once we get the website set up, we can live broadcast from our website and do like a live stream. And we should start doing Guess That Theme Song where we have like a chat box in the video and people can guess along as we play them. You know what I'm saying? Get everyone in it together. We could all blaze. That'd be dope.
Interactive Guess That Theme Song. That'd be the shit.
So, one last thing before we go. Like I said, my favorite show growing up was The Price is Right. I watched it all the time when I was a kid. I watched it whenever I would go visit my dad. It was his favorite show, and I remember he had a poster of one of the models. It was the one that was part of the lawsuit. I forget her name, but he had a poster of her in the back of the garage, all hidden behind some door, of her naked. And I remember when I was a kid, I would always like sneak in the garage and go like check it out. And she was one of the Price is Right girls. And fucking, I just like grew up surrounded by the Price is Right. And like still to this day, I'll fucking get down on it with Drew Carey. I think he's schooling it.
Yeah,
and
he's awesome. I really like him.
But the thing about Bob Barker was just like how rapey he was, and because that's like a thing for you want your game show host to be creepy. You know what I mean? Like it has the right feel because all the old school hosts were like weirdos. They were all creeps with their fucking weird microphones and their creepy teeth. You know what I mean? So like when you get a creepy one, then it's good, and that just gives it like that wholesome old school feel.
Damn, this just gave me a good idea for another episode.
What's that?
I'm not going to release that information yet.
Here, hold on. I'm going to pause it since I could do that now. It's paused. Go.
No.
You're right. I didn't pause it.
I don't trust your pause.
I didn't. There was no pause. You're right. It would have been out for everyone. All right. I'm going to unpause it now.
Okay.
So anyway, I found out a bunch of facts from Price is Right, which are this and that. People don't get to keep their cars, like I said before. I also found out that the actual retail price for things are all taken from the same retailers. So they're in California. They go to the same stores. It's like a chain store. It doesn't say which one, but it's the same store all the time. They don't jump around from store to store. So there's just some fucking price team out there. You know the Plinko game?
No.
Where you take like the disc, little money disc, and you put it down and it falls down the board and fucking falls all over the place, and then when it lands on the bottom, you get the corresponding amount of money that it lands on. It's like their biggest game, Plinko. So they have a bunch of side games that they play on every episode, and they'll bring them out, and it'll be like Cliffhanger or whatever, you know what I mean? And Plinko is one of them, and it turns out that there's only 10 Plinko chips in existence. There's 5 that they use for the game, and then there's 5 in the warehouse as backup. So if you were to get your hands on one of those Plinko chips, then, like, if I ever was a contestant on the game, and if I got the chance to play Plinko, they would give me, because you get 3. Because you get 3 chances, I'm pretty sure. So they would give me the 3, and I would run. I would just run away, and then I would, like, immediately sell them to someone in another country that would be able to barter them for, you know, something to a fan of The Price is Right. Because that shit will be worth money, man. Those Plinko chips.
That's so funny.
Good
job.
So recently a video was put up on YouTube. It was from, it doesn't say when the original video was from, but it was from Bob Barker days. And there was this contestant, a very lovable contestant named Michael, that graced the show with his Rain Man-like appearance, and he knew the price of everything, all the way down to the dollar. Fucking just dominated the game, totally schooled it. So I'm gonna play a little bit of his clip just cause this dude is he's ridiculous, and I think it's amazing. It made my day, so hopefully you guys love it too. And we're gonna smoke during this.
Roll that clip, Johnny.
And it's a rolling.
You got it exactly right.
I've waited 31 years for this moment. It's an honor, sir.
Well, it's an honor to have you on the show, and thank you for your loyalty, and I'm delighted that you got that price exactly right.
Where's my $500?
Oh, his $500, that's right.
Yeah. Let's not forget that.
What?
Let's not forget that.
No, I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon. You see, I was so excited about your answer and everything that I just temporarily forgot. Would you settle for 4?
Well, you can owe me one.
No, I don't want to owe you one. I want to give you all 5, and I want to give you all of this as well.
A lovely table with side chairs. An elegant grandfather.
Okay, blah, blah,
It's
blah.
truly the fireplace.
Statesville, North Carolina.
Now, his loyalty goes even beyond what we might have imagined. You live where?
Statesville, North Carolina.
And you flew out here
Me and a friend of mine, we flew out here yesterday.
just for the
Just
show?
for the show and flying back tomorrow.
You are a loyal friend and true. Now, I don't have to tell you how to play this game, but let me just remind any viewer who hasn't seen it recently that he should buy if he thinks the price is low, and he should sell if he thinks the price is high. Now, Michael, on the dinette set, a price of $19.70. What? Buy.
He's like answering before he even says it.
$25.75.
One question, what's the brand name of the clock?
The brand name of the clock, Rod. Do we have
Brand name of the clock. It's an elegant from Ridgeway. It's from Ridgeway.
Let's buy
Buy the clock.
and sell the fireplace.
Sell the fireplace at $26.50. All right. Now you know the story.
Sir.
If you make a few dollars, the price is you got another $500. Now you're up to $800 profit.
I was hoping I would owe you money at the end of the game.
You were hoping what?
I wouldn't owe you money at the end of the
No,
game.
you don't owe us money unless you lose more than $800 on this.
That's $21.50.
You know,
That's $21.50.
this guy makes me feel completely useless up here.
No, there'll always be a use for you, Bob.
Well, don't
Creepy.
tell me what it is. Michael, there will be no one more disappointed than I if you don't make a lot of money on this. Fireplace, $26.50. Sell, what's the price? $17.50. He made $900.
That's $17.50. Yeah. That's fucking crazy, dude. This guy watches every day. He knows all the prices, and like he said when he answered his first thing, I didn't play it, but when he went down to the line and then he guessed the price exactly right to the dollar, and that's why he won $500, which he doesn't get to keep, by the way. And fucking, he said that exact same thing was on the show last month, so I saw it and I remembered the price. So it's like, after watching all these things, you don't just remember every price of everything. Like, that guy has like a fucking Rain Man memory. You know what I mean? Asking what fucking brand the clock is and shit. He schooled it. That's super dope. I love it.
Yeah, and I watched the whole clip and it was really good. So I think you should too.
Yep. Go out there and find it on the YouTubes. So,
YouTube.
So yeah, man, that was fun. Nobody got raped today. I'm glad.
Yep, another successful day.
I said it a lot. I gotta stop saying it. I know that it's like I bring it up every once in a while. I don't know why. Maybe I'm a rapist, but I say it a lot. It's like I use rape as a crutch for comedy. You know what I mean? Like seems that I bring it up a lot, and I had a lot of times to do it here. So if anybody out there has been raped, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? I didn't mean to bring up some sort of horrible thing that happened while you're listening to a podcast that you love. And I don't mean to bring it up now. So, we love you. That's what you should just start doing. Have loud music queued up so every time I start going on about rape, you could just fucking play me off. Just like it's an award ceremony and you're just like, all right, man, wrap it up. Wrap it up with the rape talk.
Yeah, time's up.
All right. Well, we love you guys. We'll see you on Saturday.
Peace, bitches.
The Natural Habitat Podcast.